Right, welcome to all. This is Benny,
And this is Gareth.
and obviously this is going to be our first ever episode of Two Lads, One Ruck.
Two lads, one rug.
You know it. So yeah, it's just something that me and Benny have wanted to do for a very, very long time. We love rugby. We talk about it a hell of a lot. And I would say it's probably 70% of our relationship is about rugby. We've built up a long bond for the past 16 to 17 years.
Yeah, just over 17 now.
Just over 17. Yeah. And we both started at Abingdon.
Yeah, both started at Abingdon. I moved down south for work and started working down in South Abingdon and got talking to a lad called Steve Pearce, and he was playing at Abingdon at the time. Brought me down. There was all the three people at training, but ended up staying there for 8 years.
Yeah,
about 7-8 years.
So
yeah.
I left. I came 09-10 season. I think you was just a bit before me, wasn't you?
Just a bit, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I arrived just before the Christmas of 09. No, would have been Halloween because that was
Halloween. Yeah,
Halloween. Yeah. So that was probably my first couple of weeks at the club, I'd say, where I met Tim Darby. And I think if it wasn't for Tim Darby, I probably would have stayed. But I think because of how welcoming Tim Darby was, I stayed.
Yeah, he's a good bloke. Yeah, good bloke.
And then I got to know you at the club social, and we was absolutely
gargoyled.
Yeah. With that, I started getting introduced to probably one of our closest friends at the rugby club was Mark Holland. He was sort of coming towards the end of his playing days, but he made rugby fun. You know, he was funny. It was great going on tour with him. Top tourist.
Gutted that I never went on a tour with Abingdon, to be fair.
Yeah, no. Very good tours. Abingdon always did very good tours for me, and I got on with the majority of the lads, but 2018 I just fell out of love with rugby, so I left. No animosity. It was just I fell out of love with rugby, so I just took time out, and then I joined Oxford probably the back end of the 2018-2019 season of 2019. I'd say I think it was like March time I went, so I took about a year out. Regret it, but also kind of needed to. What about yourself? Like, what was yours?
So I shot off about the 2015 mark. We were a level 9 club, I think, at the time. It took us a few years, but we got up to level 8.
Yeah.
And from there, I really struggled with the level of rugby when I first moved down south. Being from Birmingham, at the time, it's a lot better now, but at the time, it wasn't really available. Really, because I'm from northwest Birmingham, Handsworth, and rugby is basically non-existent. So my mom's from Wales, so she was very keen about me playing. I played a lot of 7s and 10s as a kid, and then moved down south when I was 18 for work, and then obviously met Gareth at Abingdon Rugby Club. 2015, I left, so I felt like I was good enough to try and challenge myself a bit more. So I went to Grove, great club, great history. I was very much welcome there. There was a lad called Luke Matthews that moved over there, sort of twisted my arm to get me over there. We played well together, so I was like, why not? I think they just got relegated from level 5 at the time.
So for you that don't know, Luke was also at Abingdon. He had aspirations of playing higher level rugby, and I think I thought it was 2016 you left, and then he left 2015. or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah,
it doesn't
I think he
matter.
left 14,
so he left
but,
before us, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wow, no, Mikey Woods was the first one.
He was the first one. Then
So
it was
then Luke followed Mikey because they were very good friends.
Yeah, good friend.
Luke was very good player.
Yeah.
Very good player.
He was playing in the centres at the time. Well, they needed a winger. I was like more of a back three player then. But moved over to Grove. Was welcomed by the president. Told me like loads of history of the club and that, how it was called Grove Welsh back in the day, which obviously twisted my arm a little bit. Watched a few games, and I thought, you know what, I think I can be like quite a good crushing centre, like the old like Matt Banahan and Ben Cohen back in the day.
Yeah.
Even like your George Norse and that coming to more the present day. So I was like, yeah, I feel like I can fit in here. Ended up staying there for about 6 years.
Yeah.
But started getting riddled with injuries. The old hammy was getting into me. I was coming into my late 20s. I was getting very frustrated with myself. I was very well supported by the club, though. The club were brilliant. Great facilities there, considering it's in the middle of like just a small village near Wantage. So great facilities, got put on some great programs there, but it just wasn't working. It got better, but it wasn't working.
One of the things I noticed with Grove was their medical care was top notch. It was probably one of the best that I've seen at any club.
I was about to say, can we swear?
Yeah,
swearing a thing.
Swearing is going to be minimal, right. But it may happen.
I don't want to do too much.
So if there's any young kids watching this, you need permission from your parents because there may or may not be swearing. Because if he winds me up, I'm going to cuss him, and probably vice versa. So you're warned.
Well, I was about to say it was shit hot.
It's probably like rated 15. Rated 15 is like, it's a little bit of swearing, but it's not going to be horrendous swearing.
No, we'll save that off camera.
But no, Grove's medical, I thought was top notch, wasn't it?
Honestly, it was brilliant.
So I didn't play for the club, but like when I went and watched, it
great facilities for the 1s and 2s. We struggled to get a freeze out at the time, but it's always a struggle to get for any team that gets 3-4 teams out.
What was the physio's guy's name? Was it Adam?
Adam, yeah.
And he went ill a few years back as well.
Yeah, he got ill. But last time I saw him, which would have been early last year, he looked so much better.
Is he back in practice, or?
I don't know if he's back in practice. Didn't want to talk about it too much with him because I wasn't sure how much it affected his mental welfare and that. But he looked a hell of a lot better. And so good,
you enjoyed your time at Grove.
Loved it.
But like to
be honest, Grove,
the last year and a half was probably not enjoyable because of just injury, and that happens in the game, definitely, as we all know.
But to be fair, Grove, as well as Aberdeen, to be honest with you, I think Aberdeen gave me the fundamentals more. Yeah, like the coaching.
Very nutrition. It was very, very
it was just
good.
The next level. It was just the next level. It's just like Aberdeen was about turning up to training, working hard. A bit of a like
set piece team, weren't they?
Yeah, it's like a Leicester Tigers mentality.
Very much, yeah.
Full bosh,
that makes sense because I'm pretty sure Mick, our old coach, was Leicester fan. So that
I think he was.
I think he was, and I think that transpired into our game.
No, 100%.
So we were always a strong set piece team, weren't we? Very good, strong set piece team, and whereas Grove probably expanded it a bit more because of the levels they were playing.
Yeah, like I'd say they were pretty good set piece team as well at the time. Like obviously they're going through a big transition at the moment, and they're looking really good, to be fair. And it's good to see, you know. But I had a word with my old man, and I was probably on the cusp of retiring then, so I wasn't sure. He told me to take a year out, so I took some work on. That was in Europe to sort of get me out the country and sort of reset my mindset, rehab myself from start. And then, we always said that we'd always finish at the same club. So
yeah, definitely.
It was either, before I left Grove, it was either you come to Grove or me come to Oxford. But when I left...
Unfortunately, guys, I'm not coming to Grove. It's No,
they were screaming for you, mate. Yeah,
it's no. Like, I'm not against Grove. It's just I just didn't feel right, if you know what I mean.
But I had the same feelings with Oxford, to be fair. But like,
So did I.
I think I was in the better position because I didn't have a club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I said to them, look, I'm not coming back. There's definitely no bitterness from me. It's more bitterness with myself than with anyone else. But a good coach in there. To be honest, had some great captains there. So Milo, great captain.
Yeah.
Big Steve Dix, great captain. You know what I mean? So I had some really good captains there. So I saw like some real good leadership, proper Grove men.
Yeah.
And that really, I felt like really enhanced my game and made me a bit more professional.
So I struggled big time moving from Abingdon to Oxford. But I knew I had to do it. I didn't know I had to do it. I wanted to change. I wanted to change the scenery.
Change is hard, mate.
I took probably 8 to 9 months off of rugby. And I came to Oxford in March 2019, I think it was, approximately. And I just found it difficult. I just couldn't fully commit myself to them. I just didn't have that same buy-in as I did at Abingdon. And then I was starting to think, what do I do? And I was like here and there, whereas I always used to love going training every Tuesday, every Thursday at Abingdon. Wanted to be at every game, even if I wasn't like available to play because of injuries or whatever was happening. But it took me a long time to sort of like commit myself to Oxford. Like I would say it probably started when Dom Matthews became our coach in July 2020, I think it was. So it took me nearly just over a year to sort of, because it felt like that they weren't my team because I was so loyal. My head was so loyal to Abingdon, and
I think that was the Abingdon way, really, wasn't it? Like they're very like, you know, big into their history. You know, very proud club. They've got great vets there. Like they really took us on. You know, honourable mentions like Andy Abbey, absolute hero.
Yeah,
John Scott, Big Ev. You know, like and many more. To be honest with you, like, and I think that was one of the main reasons that like made Abingdon. You know,
definitely.
And I still see some of them now and again, and it's great to see them. I turned back into a 19-year-old.
Yeah,
but
it's great.
They brought us up. They brought us up.
So
down here.
Yeah, so Dom took over for me, and then we were so desperate. Basically, what happened was players left Oxford for reasons that
that was before me, mate.
Yeah, it just happened, and we were on a downward trajectory. Luckily, I think COVID saved us in the sense of it sort of paused play, because we were going really low on numbers. And then we got put into, which was BBO2 level 9, which is obviously, it's all changed now. So Counties 2 is now level 8. It's weird. They keep changing
Oxford leagues have always blasted my mind,
They
mate.
keep changing it. And so we got put in there. A lot of teams were like upset and pissed off because they were like, you shouldn't be in our league. But what a lot of clubs didn't realise is at the start of the 2021 season was a lot of players had left. I think I was one of 7 to 10, 7 to 8 players that were there. And over time, it took time to build. And then Tom Wells came along, and then with that, it brought Rory, who was an ex-Grove player.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Is like Tom Wells
was also a former player,
but I left the season before. I think I got through injury.
Yeah,
and I played with Rory for about 3-4 years. I want to say, educated guess off the top of my head. And his mentality on the pitch is definitely carried into coaching. Definitely, like
yeah. calm, cool, collected.
Very calm, very cool, very collected, but very controlled aggression. You know, like he's an absolute beast, and
on the pitch, but off the pitch, he's
be fair,
he's a soft giant, isn't he?
I'd say so. Yeah, I do like making him laugh without his permission, but making him smirk and that. But I think all our coaches have really, they've all played very high level, and you can tell.
Yeah, Dom definitely has.
Dom, 100%. Like, you know, electric feet.
Yeah,
you know, the Gloucester Jason Robinson.
But over time, it took time. It took time to get players in. It took a lot of social media work, attracted players. We ended up getting the right people in the club that kind of, I don't want to say it. No, I'm going to say it. The bad apples kind of left, basically, of the club. That was sort of like, there was a bit of a weird mentality going into the sort of...
well, you invited me to a few sessions when I was at Grove, didn't you? And just so we could get a different view and an honest view, because we've always been really honest with each other. We're very blunt, you know, and like we get into a lot of rugby arguments, and people think we're falling out, but we haven't. We're just
like a married couple.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Basically.
So, always have been, you know. So I agreed with Gareth at the time, but to be fair, Gareth stayed loyal, and I'm glad you did, because if you didn't, I wouldn't have ended up joining Oxford. To be fair, I don't know where I would have gone if in all honesty, there wasn't a club that was in my mind. Like,
there's one I wouldn't go to,
and enough said on that.
Yeah. There's one, maybe two, but one definitely not.
I know which one you're on about, yeah. But
green and gold. That's all I need to say.
It's all part of it. But so it probably brings me on to me. Yeah, so now I'm clubless. I'm about to go and work in the old Langlock Europe, and decide to sign on at Oxford. Liked what I saw.
It's the style we play, isn't it? It's the
it's very funny enough. It's very Harlequin style,
very open, I mean? Very. We get
I was very attracted.
We're allowed to express ourselves. We're
not held by coaching.
No,
we're not held by
coaches always wanting our opinions, and if they need to be firm, they need to be firm. Which
coaches have changed stuff because of what you know. Having players meetings and getting in together, like, and there's no offensive culture, but there's also no excuse culture at Oxford. If a team dicks us 60 whatever, you are better than us on the day, like 100%. Like, you know, there's definitely no excuse. Or we could have done this, we should have done that, blah blah blah. Like,
in some respects, there are that, but like some days you just have one of those.
Sometimes you got to take your lickings, mate, and get educated. You know what I mean?
And when you get educated,
we've done that to teams, and teams have done that to us. Like, you know, and you know, no one's bigger than the game. You know, so. But I come over, pretty established Oxford team. To be fair, they lost a centre, Harry. Harry Gillett, which is a big loss. To be fair, he went on and. Rightly so, went to play level 4, level 5 rugby. He's definitely good enough.
100%.
And so they needed a centre. So coming sort of slotted into that, and didn't really look back really. No. But it was more like, what do you want from me? Oh, we need you to do this, this and this. All right, Sam, I'll do my best to facilitate that.
The one thing I would say as well, coming over to Oxford, was because I kept saying to you we play quite an attractive open rugby branded, and I said I think personally having you more involved would reduce your injury.
Yeah. Keep the lower back and the hammies warm. You were saying,
keeping it going, yeah.
And I was a bit and ah when I think like my first season was probably about a 4 out of 10 if I'm honest with myself. Like, I knew I weren't quite there, but it was more about just getting the confidence back in and getting the reps in and stuff. I probably started coming on a bit too late in the season, probably last 2 or 3 games.
Last season, it kept going up, and then this season, you're getting to sort of like next level. Like, you've probably playing the best rugby I've seen you play in, probably is your best rugby for me. Personally, but I mean,
appreciate that, mate. It's cute.
You might, you might you may think that you might feel that Grove was better at the time. I don't know. Obviously, the standard was miles better, but like your actual playing ability and your game awareness is a lot better.
I remember saying this to my old dear before. She was like, if you was at Abingdon earlier, where would you be now? And I thought that was a really good question, because I was like, if I had an Abingdon when I was 10, when I started playing rugby, but I was only playing sevens and stuff, so I didn't really understand the structure of rugby.
Yeah.
Like, I understood the game, but I didn't have that. I weren't being coached properly, and I didn't realise that until I got to Abingdon, to be honest.
Yeah.
So if I had an Abingdon back then, we don't know. I can't answer that question. It was a great question posed by my old dear, but like, it would be cool to think, you know what I mean, of what would have been, you know what I mean. Maybe I would have stayed at Abingdon longer or shorter, or maybe I'd not have gone to Grove. Maybe I would have gone somewhere else. Maybe I would have ended up at Oxford. Like, you know, or the injuries might have come earlier. Do you know what I mean? And
you
never know.
Not liked playing rugby.
Yeah, or might have fallen out of love of it. Like, and I think that's the beauty of not knowing sometimes, you know, the unknown factors and that, like.
So the grassroots stuff in Oxfordshire is it's changed over the years. I think the numbers have depleted quite.
That was a good transition. That was a good transition. That was Gareth. Well done.
The numbers have depleted, I think, quite a considerable amount, hasn't it? Like,
it feels that way.
Like, it's like most teams are just about getting one team out, two at a push.
I think, yeah, like, I think we're just always having a scrap with football. Like, and I think I've always said the reason why so many people play football is that, sorry, MLT's ready. We'll find out if it fails in a bit. But I think the reason why we struggle is that with football, in my opinion,
it's just grown.
It's the easiest game to play, and it's the easiest game to set up.
Yeah.
You can set it up anywhere you want, like, you know.
Yeah, and when you look at the players' wages as well, and
it's more attractive at a young age, isn't it?
And it don't help when you get silly doctors on GMTV or whatever it was this morning, or whatever they call it, going
GMTV. God, you're showing some
my age,
some mid-30s vibes there.
So there was a doctor that went on, for some of you that don't know, that was just basically saying that rugby's no good, that it should be banned from schools, and subsequently a lot of schools have reduced. Like, I don't know of unless you guys know of a
leave it in the comments,
school that play rugby, apart from tag, that I can think of, no one plays the full contact game anymore.
That's how I started. But to be fair, like, growing up in the 90s in Birmingham, like, it's a different vibe. I think I grew up on the wrong side of the Midlands.
Yeah,
you need to be on east, I think I was more east. You know what? You never know what could have or wouldn't have happened. To be fair, but Oxfordshire is very niche, like, when it comes to...
very small city with too many clubs. Like,
you could
think
probably
there's
name
potentially 16, 17 clubs in Oxfordshire.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but I could probably name quite a few. Well, even like where we are now.
So
like,
Oxford, you've got Gosford.
Got Gab up the road.
Then you've got Bicester, the next one along.
Next one up. And then you come this way, you go Didcot, Abingdon.
Grove.
Harwell.
Wallingford.
You got Wheatley, Banbury, Whitney,
Oxford Quins. Not the real Oxford, by the way. Littlemore.
Newbury, is that just about in the bracket, or is that just out? That's just outside.
Berkshire, I think.
But it is Berkshire. We used to play them a lot when I was at Grove. But you still got even clubs. I don't really want clubs on the edge.
Chipping-North, Chipping-North.
I don't know. We nearly forgot them.
Champ
team, we nearly forgot them.
Chinner. Oh yeah, sorry, Chinner. Yeah,
I was bad. I got the wrong one. I got the wrong way around.
Chinner are probably our highest club in the county. Champ team.
Hawks.
Henley Hawks. Yeah.
They've always been really like.
They've always consistently been in that level, haven't they?
That just you just reminded me of something I wanted to mention about where clubs were.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Because when I first moved down, I think Grove were. I might butcher this, but I swear they're Nat 3 or level 4. when I moved down in 2009. They were up there.
6,
They were right
maybe
up there. Like
6 level 5, maybe 6.
all right.
They've considered.
Harwell were a pretty big side at the time. We used to really struggle against Harwell back in the
for
day.
Abingdon,
when we played at Abingdon.
Yeah, they used to have 2 teams as well.
And the Hawks have been very consistent. Always been good. Like I don't know the setup in and out.
No,
like I don't know it really in depth. But
there's one.
It just feels professional, doesn't it? Like, it just feels so professional when you go there. And the thing is, they've crammed a lot of stuff in a very small space. We played their twos late last year, and we've got them in a couple of months. Well, probably a month actually.
Yeah, I think so. Next month. Sometime.
Next month, like good side. But and that's the twos, like, so it makes you think about what the ones are like. You know?
Yeah.
And there's a couple of people I know that went over there to just try, just to see, you know what I mean? Like, no bitterness, just like give it a go. Like, why not? Yeah. But they've always very, very, very consistent. Yeah. Very, very, very consistent.
But
club.
There's one club that I want to shout out the most, and it's it is sad, because Wheatley is a big shout out.
Yeah. They're good lads there as well, though.
And it's gutting when a team has to pull out of a league. Oxford know it. I mean, there's other clubs that have been it, but it's never a good time.
I've seen a few of their players dotted around, like, and they're a good side, like, you know what I mean? They're good people. Like, when we went over there, when we were still in level 8, like, the lads have got quality banter, like, and definitely. They played in the right way.
And do you know what? I really hope they get back for next season. And
I hope they do. I don't want to see teams like, there's a lot of every club in Oxfordshire, neon the country, right, it's got a lot of history behind them. Of course they have, like, you know what I mean, irrelevant when they're established.
So I hope hopefully they're gathering momentum behind the scenes, and I hope that we'll see them next year.
Definitely.
I don't know what league they'll be put in, but they might have to start at the bottom. But if they start at the bottom,
as long as they go into a league where they're competitive, where they can get stuck in, because like if they go in the league and like
they were competitive at level 8. But
they were.
The issue they had, like most teams, is getting numbers, and when you ain't got numbers consistently, it's not good. And when they lose sort of a bigger player called Alex, the lad, the mixed race lad.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully that's okay.
Of course it is. Look at me.
Yeah. But shout out to Alex. He did his knee in last season, and it's highly likely that he's not going to play again. Spoke to him a few times over the socials. He's a great lad, and said to him that I hope that they pull back a team and get him going. And
I hope so. I don't want to see like when we played at Abingdon,
battles.
Like we was always battling with Didcot. Like, you know what I mean? I absolutely love them battles. Like,
bit of a bogey team, great. Wheatley at times, wasn't it, for Abingdon?
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, there was I never really felt like we had their number. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they would always surprise you. They'd always surprise you with something. They're a team that have and had like a lot of heart, a lot of passion. Do you know what I mean? Like, they weren't dickheads about it. No. They just done things in the right way. I've generally can't even really think of any negative. Like, even when we played him in level 8, I can't remember his name. I think he plays for Gab now. One hooker. When we went.
The prop.
Absolute beast he is. Like,
can't remember.
There was a couple of times where he run at me and it was like, "Love you, mum." You know what I mean? A couple of times I run at him, and it was like after the game, it was just like a massive mutual respect, like. And,
so when I played him in the cup,
that sums up Wheatley for me.
So when I played him in the cup, that particular player, I can't remember what his name might be, Ez or something like that. I could be wrong.
Oh, when we played him in the cup, you said?
I think the player we're talking about is called Ez.
I generally couldn't even guess.
But anyway, I
wish I knew it.
He's a prop, and so it was Gassy, me, and I can't remember who the other person on the right, but there was a few times where we were getting dominated in the scrum because he was just so strong.
Yeah,
and what I had to do, I just had to try and do anything and everything to sort of like stop the initial shove so I had to sort of like focus on sort of like pinning him in.
We went down to watch Gab. Who did they play? Henley Twos?
Yeah. I said to you when he come on, I was like,
come on, mate.
And he was just bossing their
piss, mate.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely. But the thing is, it's like a dangerous player, mate, because he's got some pretty good pace for a big boy. Like, I'm 110 key, like, you know what I mean? So he's definitely got at least 15 minimum on me.
Yeah.
At absolute minimum. So he can shift his weight around, like, and, you know, it's that kind of like Fijian-esque, isn't it? Like being big and powerful and quick and
just running with no
horrible
hesitation.
Combination.
Yeah.
It's one of these people where you just got to throw your head in the spokes and see if you come out the other end, mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, like, obviously, and now,
do you want a drink?
Huh?
Do you want a drink?
Yeah, I want a drink.
I've been looking at it. I'll go and get it.
I want a drink. Right. You are.
That's my one, yeah.
Having a Guinness.
Because I forgot to put these down here before we started. Literally put that
I'm having
there.
a pale ale.
Oh, never a bad
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
I promise you, it's 8:30 at night.
Yeah. No, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Uploaded at 5.
Yeah. 5 o'clock somewhere. But it's like, yeah.
Yeah, like, no, I think
it's
like,
5 o'clock somewhere.
It is 5 o'clock somewhere. And yeah, like, there's some, I think players know each other more now than what we did back in our day. Do you know, like, back in our day, when we started, when we was younger, would be the better analogy, like. But
well, you think about it, we've been playing probably 17, 18 years. It's probably the 18th season.
Adult rugby.
Adult rugby,
yeah, give or take.
I mean, the injuries are taking it toll on myself. Like, I can't get through a game probably the last 2 years without getting injured of some sort, or it's just, and I've put a lot of kegs on. Yeah, it is what it is.
He said it.
I've put a lot of kegs on.
He said it.
I've probably put I would have said I probably got to Abingdon at 86, I think, or 84 kilos.
Something like that, yeah.
I was quite thick set anyway, but I've just got thicker.
Thickness ticking.
Yeah.
I was just thinking then. Hold on.
It's
fantasy.
But oh yeah. This one is basically, we got JJ, we got Josh Joust.
No, you got to explain what the fantasy, because they might think it's like the Six Nations.
So for any of you that want a fantasy game, or so it's a different version. Yeah, so fantasy. It's almost like the NFL way they draft. So it's snakes. So you get put in order. It's 12 players on the team.
12, yeah. So 3 outside backs, 2 centres.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got the mic away from my mouth. 3 outside backs, 2 centres, 1 scrum half, obviously, 1 fly off, obviously, 1 prop, 1 hooker, and 2 loose forwards. I've done this in absolute mental order, but
yeah. And then I think you get
1 lock.
You get 5 subs.
No, I think it's like
6.
I think it's 8.
8.
I can have a look at the app while you're talking.
Yeah, so basically, it's a really cool game, and I think it was.
If you're a rugby nose, you'll love it.
Oh yeah, and I tell you what, we've watched more rugby this year than I ever have done.
And that's neon impossible for us,
pretty much. But you can also do it. It's either Prem Rugby or URC. Or I think you can do both, but we're just doing Prem Rugby in it because it's...
Yeah, like, obviously, I'm an Ospreys fan, like, for now, until my club's gone.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to get into that today. But yeah, like, the Prem's a really good league to watch, so...
Yeah, very good brand. Very good brand of rugby. Right. So we do it off the Prem Rugby, and the...
6, we were both wrong. 6 subs.
I did say 6. 5
did
or
you?
6, yeah, 5 or 6, yeah. You can watch it back.
You know what? We've actually got evidence now, haven't we? Yeah. All right. I'll take your word for it.
Take it back. Anyway,
I'm not sure.
So you're allowed 12 players. So only 12 players can get points at a time. Mm-hmm. And basically, how the draft system works is you get ranked. It's not ranked, but you get given a number of the order that you get put in. And what happens is the players you pick, another person can't. So like the other sort of like the football ones and the is it the Six Nations one? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you can pick the same players. With this one, you can't. So it's more like an actual team.
So if I selected Finn Russell,
I can't select
Gareth
him.
can't. No one else that's in the league can select them.
No.
So you got to know your players and
100%.
or you got to do
players.
They're the ones that will actually.
Dom
really get
is
you
a
through.
sneaky mudder
Dom is very sneaky
because he
actually no DJ. DJ is very sneaky.
Nah, Dom is the
He's
goat
a sneaky little devil
of the niche player.
But me and Ev, we were shite, and
yeah.
And JJ just come in to make the numbers, didn't he?
Yeah, JJ doesn't exist.
He really doesn't. But
and then Benny fucking bullied him for the best players because yeah. So
no, I asked when no one else asked.
Wow.
And then I got who do I got? I got a right good bunch. I got Alfie Barbary, quality, Genge, quality,
Merley, wasn't it?
Merley, yeah.
And then there was one more. I think you had.
I think
it was a forward. But anyway.
I know. Tom Willis.
That's it. So like some of the top players in the league.
Machine. That
so anyway, so you get matched. So you get matched up. So there's like 8. So in our league, I think you can have up to 10, but in ours is only 8. I think, isn't there?
God, I'm gonna have to have a look again. My memory is.
I could be wrong. Wow, it's an even number anyway because I know. We get faced off.
There is 8. Well done, Gareth.
Right, but I think the 10 is.
I don't know why I thought it was 6.
10 is like the top. I think you can have 10 in a league. So anyway, so what happens? So each weekend or each round, so like round 1, you get paired alongside another person, don't you?
Yeah. So you match up, they call it. So like the first week it was you and me. Yeah, I got absolutely handled. Right?
Finger blasted.
I was fuming, mate. If there's one person, right? The one person, I got absolutely hounded. So then, and then you still get fantasy points.
Yeah.
So you still get your points, but it's your wins that matter. Yeah. So if you're second, you could have less points than someone in first.
Yeah.
Because they've got more wins. However, if you start catching up and you're like equal. 400 or 500 points more than them, that'll help you. So if everyone's got 3 wins and he's got 1,000 points, I've got 500, and Bod over there's got 200, he'll fly above.
Yeah, because I got the most points.
He'll be the top of us.
So that makes wins sense. A king, then it's points, and then I don't know if it goes head to head. If you're on the same points,
it'll probably be if like I reckon it'll probably be impossible to have the same points as someone.
No,
however,
if it does, I reckon it would.
It happened in Formula 1.
I reckon it would be head to head, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it must be.
Gotta be.
It has to be.
But then the app is great. It is fantastic.
It's quality,
and it does it like you like. It's a
unsponsored plug, 100%.
Yeah, so if Draft 15 want a sponsor or any sponsors out there,
episode 1, 2 followers, let's go.
Yeah,
dizzy heights,
but your money could help anyway. But it's a great game. It does it like an American way of
so like if you look if you're into like I'm into God knows how much sports. It's just rugby's number 1.
But draft football is.
But if you're into American football, hockey, basketball, like you'll understand how a draft works anyway. So it'll make it easy for you to either explain. So like Sopsy, he's into his basketball and stuff like that. Yeah, so like he'd be able to explain it easier to him than to most.
And you could actually role play it as well. Like
we all went on a FaceTime, like
we did,
like Zoom chat and that. But honestly, I was like a little kid in here, mate.
I was.
My missus was at the door,
laughing,
absolutely laughing. It was like I had like iPad up, everything, all these players and that, like that I wanted. And I got.
I wrote a list. I was that sad. I wrote a list,
and then next minute, you're looking up and you got 2 minutes to select a player.
Yeah,
and you're like,
it's great. But you could actually role play it for a laugh.
You could do transactions as well.
What we said, you can swap players in between if the player allows
Josh Jels, legend.
Fucker.
Absolutely squared me away.
Yeah, he did. Fucker. With the points, yeah, it's good. It is good. You could role play it. We were talking about maybe next season if it's still going, draft 15, if it's still going.
Man, it's great. Great.
We could get together, get some scran together, and just make it like a proper, like fun, like social.
It'd be class to be all in the same room. Don't get me wrong, I'd like so much fun. I keep looking in the wrong places.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the telly. I'm looking at Halo Light. Like I'm looking at the clock on the floor over there. I'm looking at the camera. Sorry, so my eyes are all over the place. Right, but practice makes permanent, as they say.
Yeah,
but
this is our first one.
This is our first one. Of course.
Please forgive us.
Working out the kinks, but yeah, like it'd be great for us all to meet at the Plough. I think that would be a great place to do it. Old Wine, legend of a bloke, sponsor of the club as well.
Sponsor of Oxford RSC, Plough at West Hanny.
To be honest, yeah, I would actually say if you're local to Oxfordshire,
go to it.
Go to the Plough. East Hanny?
West Hanny.
West Hanny, sorry.
Go on.
West Hanny, 100%. He's hilarious.
His social media is fantastic.
It's actually perfect.
The Welsh accent is hilarious.
I don't have one.
It makes everything sound so funny.
His whole team there, quality, food's quality. Like shameless plug, but like I'd 100% like expect anyone to go there. I see some of the Grove lads there sometimes. Great laugh. Yeah. You know, it's good to. It's good to see him because it's a little bit out of my way now because I don't really need to go past Grove.
Like you say, the post protector's fantastic because he's got a slogan that says, I've been ploughed. And it's hilarious, mate. Like,
he's great.
He goes above and
great
beyond.
Pub, better person.
100%. Shout out to Owen.
Six Nations.
Oh, yeah.
Predictions. Hold on.
Predictions.
We'll do first game first. So I'm aware of the time.
So last week,
we're not talking about last week.
No, obviously, because you're
bitter.
Not talking
about last week.
Man was vexed.
Just so people know, obviously, people know that I'm an Ospreys fan. I am very bitter at the moment. However, right, not all, but most Ospreys fans are boycotting the WRU shirt.
Well, yeah.
So
if you've seen that the ticket sales are down drastically.
Yeah, I think it's like 18,000 for the Scotland game,
and I think 12 for the French tomorrow, unless they
something like that. 12-15, I think it is. Yeah.
I'm not being funny. The WRU have got themselves to blame. Really,
don't, mate.
Only got themselves to blame. Like you have. It's your fault,
mate. Mate, we'll switch fire because honestly, I will go on a 45-minute.
Anyway, so if you didn't know, Wales lost quite handsomely to England.
Anyway, first game, Scotland-England. Scotland-England. Thoughts, predictions. Have you seen the Scotland team yet? Looks tasty, not going to lie.
Very good. I think for me, their pack, their front five, is where they falter for me as a team.
Compared to England, yeah.
I think, in terms of like being that Six Nations winners or Grand Slam winners, I think their front five.
What did I watch the other day? And there was a Jim Anderton on the Rugby podcast. He said, "Are Scotland a good team? Yes. Are they a tournament team? No." And I never thought of it that way. And I was like, you know what?
On their day, but
I'm not going to lie. I've always found myself back in Scotland, man. Like a lot of the time, like even against us, you know what I mean? So I'm like. I think that Italy game, I think a lot of that was the weather, to be honest with you. But you got to tip your hats off to Italy.
No, I think if you watch it back, I think
you still got to play the conditions. Mate,
I think the weather. I think because they went up like a couple of tries up or something like that. I can't fully remember.
Yeah, I think it was 18-0 because I haven't actually watched. And then the game. I the last 30 minutes.
The heavens opened up, and I think that's what drew Scotland back into the game. I think. If the game had stayed dry, I think they probably would have done a bigger number. But it wasn't.
That's the thing, you know what I mean? And it's the same with us. Like, we're a very free-flowing team.
That Italy team is nice.
And we sometimes struggle when the weather gets shit. Do you know what I mean? But that's not an excuse. No. We just need to get better at being in the wet. So, you can't play rugby and go, no, sorry, mate. Like, I'm only playing it with it. We're not from the south of France with the sun on the back, like, you know what I mean? So,
right.
Scotland, every team's going to turn up against England unless you're Wales, right?
Yeah.
So Scotland
but
in Murrayfield, mate.
History always suggests that Wales do.
Oldest fixture in the world.
Yeah.
Mate, I can't see Scotland lying down, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not giving it to Scotland.
This is another plug out.
I'm not giving it to Scotland.
So our founder of the club, I can't remember his name fully, but
Oxford.
Yeah, so he played in the very first international where we lost 1-0 to Scotland.
That's wild.
So our co-founder is I don't know if he's co-founder.
Don't butcher the name.
I'm not going to.
So I definitely don't know the name.
But
I definitely don't know.
It's something Hammersley. St. George Hammersley or something. I know.
We'll have a look.
I think it's like Alfred St. George Hammersley, but he was one of the first England internationals that played against the first international.
That's a bit of history I didn't know.
Yeah, and
so are you giving it to Scotland or England?
I say England.
Yeah, I would say England as well.
But it wouldn't surprise me if we lost.
I'm not going to say scores.
No,
but winning margin.
Yeah.
Because that's what we usually do, isn't it? We usually win in margin.
Yeah, we do margins. Or how many points by. It also wouldn't surprise me if Scotland won. Like, it really wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't surprise. I'm not writing them off completely. I think anyone that writes off that Scotland team is just being stupid, in my opinion.
I think it's going to be anywhere from 1 to...
1?
Like, anywhere, say the margin... Anywhere from probably 1 to 9 points, England win. I think it's going to be a very, very, very close game. Really do.
I'm saying England by 12. Bold away from home. Like,
yeah.
I'm just like, and I'm not saying because of how they handled Wales last week. I'm not comparing it to that. I'm comparing it to the last 5, 6, 7, 8 games.
Yeah,
like 11 games winning. Streak, mate.
They were like, they did what they did.
New Zealand being one of them.
They did what they did against Wales.
Yeah, they just played against kids, mate.
However, it wasn't like the best rugby I've seen them play in the last year.
But they've done they were disciplined and they played the rugby in the right areas.
Yeah.
They didn't try and let's do this. Like, there was 2 yellow cards, right? And they didn't go, let's like go, why. They still played the structure. They still played discipline, like, you know what I mean? And so, I'm not being funny. If you're beating the team,
I know it's quite a big margin, but I think England will narrowly win between 1 to 9 points.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Who's the next game?
Ireland and...
No, it's Wales, France. Right.
Oh, Wales and France.
Right.
I think if Wales keep it down the margin...
Well, I see the team, and the team looks...
Pretty nice.
I
don't understand why they didn't play against England, that team, unless there was injuries. I do not know.
I'm one of these guys, probably just because I'm an Ospreys fan.
Yeah.
Steve Tandy we trust. Steve Tandy we trust. Like, he hasn't had a lot of time. Yeah. And he's defended the players. He's been a good bloke and he's been loyal, like, you know what I mean? And I'm not a Steve Tandy hater. He was great with the Ospreys. We had our best years.
I'm a bit mixed with him at the minute.
But it's not going to be a 5-minute job. There's no way, and I'm not being like that guy.
I think there needs to start being progression. I reckon.
I think he's just restricted by the WRU as well. Like, I think he's restricted by them as well. It's like you can't say do a job and then take 40% of it away and then say carry on. Like, and I think that's the kind of position he's in. That's why I'm not like hounding him like some fans are.
You can't hound him. Like,
he's doing the best with what he's got, and it doesn't help that I'm not saying he's going to change everything, but it doesn't help that Jack Morgan's not available. I think we see the leader behind the scenes that we don't see, like, you know what I mean? But I think France will do us by at least 30, 35. Not going to lie.
See, I've seen some of...
Alexa, stop.
I've seen... That's bad.
Yeah.
So I've seen some of the podcasts, and I think it was for Love of Rugby, Ben Youngs and Dan Cole.
Great pod, that.
Yeah, good pod. Not my favourite one out of them all.
I don't really have a favourite. I love
it
them depends
all,
what I want.
Yeah,
it depends what I want.
I love them all, to be fair. I think they were saying like 50 points, and even Squidge Rugby was saying 50 something.
Love Squidge Rugby.
I think that's where our podcast comes from.
I'm just saying what I would prefer.
Yes, like, it's 30.
Like, rather than, if I'm honest, I probably would agree. Like,
I think
internal Benny says
a good day.
External Benny says, I went up to Pat last week.
Yeah.
Great. And he goes, what do you think England Wales score is going to be? And I went, mate, it'd be nice to get a 35-15. How wrong was Benny? But that weren't what I thought. That was just, and it's bad as a fan to have to say that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought, you know what I mean?
But the writing was on the wall from probably about 2018 with Wales, wasn't it?
What's your margin?
It's been long going. But yeah, so my margin, if they get 30 points and under, that is a fucking fantastic day. Sorry for the swearing, but you heard it.
I think you're fucking right, mate.
But that'd be a win for Wales if that was me.
I 100% agree. I think it'd be a miracle if we got 2 tries, to be honest.
I think it's going to be easily 40 plus points.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Let's switch fire. I think this one's quite an awkward one.
Ireland.
Italy. Who's playing? Italy are coming to Old Dublin.
They're fantastic. Italy are lush. They're
very sexy rugby team, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, mate. This year is the most Italian players I've put in Six Nations fantasy team.
Yeah.
By miles.
Yeah.
And have got injuries.
Players to still come back, yeah.
Like Negri.
And
Negri plays back row for him. Nice player, mate.
He's just that elusive.
Who's the player that plays for Saints? He's not playing at the moment. I think he's injured. He's an absolute menace. Plays on the wing, fullback.
Because he's only 19 as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's electric, mate. I think it begins with R. It'll come to me anyway because we've only got a couple of minutes left.
Leave it in the comments.
Please leave it in the comments because he's a fucking amazing player.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be closer than what people think. Ireland are suffering with Italy's, but also they're licking the wounds as well. They ain't gonna sit down. They ain't gonna let a team come to Dublin and let them do what they want. You know, so I think it's going to be within 7. I can't honestly say who's going to win, and this is when Ireland do them by 45. But I think we need to start respecting this Italian team more because they've been hounded. They're basically getting what Wales are getting at the moment, but we've only had it for a couple of years, right? Italy have had it since 2000 when they first joined up. You know what I mean?
The odd team gone back.
I think I heard a stat that they've won more games in the last 2 years than before that in the history in the Six Nations, which is wild.
My predictions:
also,
Ireland win.
Also, imagine Parisi playing number 8 for Italy now.
No?
Nah.
Don't know. Who knows?
Right, we've only got like a minute and a half left anyway.
Ireland's going to be a winners for me, and I think
I can't lean towards each, but I'm just giving Italy my flowers, like, you know what I mean?
100%. It'll be a close game, but I think 15 points Ireland.
Right, we got 20 seconds left.
Okay.
So, pleasure.
Yeah.
And we'll see you for episode 2 as soon as we can. Yep. Maybe a week, maybe 2.
Hopefully next week, but if not, whenever.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Gareth and this is Benny, and would like to say thank you for watching our podcast today.
Yeah, absolutely buzzing. Like, everything's really raw at the moment, but really enjoyed it. It's great to do it with your mates and stuff. But please please subscribe, leave a comment, right, and hopefully be there for more episodes to come.
Yeah, thank you.